They went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They run with Edwards, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Looking to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Linval Joseph able to record his 5th sack of the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll set up a throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Come on, baby. Let's go. At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's Williams on the catch. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Mike, check. 59.
2nd and 10. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw here. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he gets it down to the 32.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
59.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost. Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That's to his running back, complete. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Buying time to his left. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind the long.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Let's get the ball.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Ball's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Derwin James, the all-pro safety, is a rookie there to knock it away. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
On 1st down, it's Edwards. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Again, it's Edwards. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
Check 59, Mike.
Mike is 59.
He'll look to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll run on first down. It's Edwards, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Second and 13. He'll get this to Devlin, his fullback. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to face a third down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They'll look to throw here. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The Chargers were best in the NFL, 7 of 8 on fourth down last year, and they're going here. Now back to throw. Being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the